Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Society Watch on Atlantic Television Network, and joining me this afternoon in this conversation is a social commentator. I'm talking about Mr. Sunday Nathan. Good to have you in the studio.
Okay, thank you, Mark. Good to be here once again.
Amazing. All right, the first story for today is from Delta State. 15-year-old schoolgirl in Delta State, Emmanuella Monday, has cried out for help from her hideout after escaping from the one man her mother allegedly gave her to, urging relevant authorities to rescue her from her abusive mother, who she accused of allegedly trying to force her into child prostitution in exchange for money. Emmanuella, who claimed to be in senior secondary school 2 at Triumphant School Forum in a local government area of Delta State, alleged that her biological mother has contacted her to unknown men who take sexual advantage of her. Emmanuella said, "My mother has been taking me to men, and last Sunday after church, she took me to meet a man in a hotel. She left and said that she was coming back. She did not come back till the evening and left me there." Emmanuella told journalists that her mother took her to one bare land hotel at Owarum Road, Udu local government area, Delta State, to meet an Aboki man, and said she was coming back until it was late. She didn't return. The girl informed journalists that she, however, managed to escape from the hotel room when the Aboki man went to have a bath. She said, "So on getting out of the hotel room, I did not go to the house again. I managed to find my way to a friend's house and stayed with that family overnight. On Monday morning, I went to school and reported the matter to my teacher, and my teacher said she was going to do something about the matter." Emmanuella said, "This is not the first time my mother is taking me out to go and meet different men, and she is always concerned about me and marriage." When contacted on the phone, Emmanuella's mother, Mrs. Eunice Usuele, told her correspondent that her daughter had been missing from home, adding that she had been searching for her. She said, "My daughter Emmanuella has been missing for days, and I have been searching for her whereabouts and could not find her. I don't know her whereabouts. I am looking for her." The proprietress spoke further on Monday morning. "We didn't see her in school. After some times, we saw her sneaking into school and tears in her eyes. We asked her what happened, and she told that on Sunday, her mother took her to Bernland Hotel and handed her over to an Aboki man with all her clothes like a sort of marriage. She played along and waited for the Aboki man to go take his bath and come out. While the man was bathing, she ran out and she had to spend the night in a friend's mother's house. As we speak, I am scared. I don't know if I should release the child to her mother or go to the police. I had to go to the human rights groups and involved him. The girl is even scared until now. She cannot even come out because she is scared of her father and mother looking for her." She said it was also gathered that the father, that's a biological father, and the mother are no longer together. This is breaking the hearts. This story is really touching. All right, Mr. Nathan, I hope you're with me. But you have heard about what I just read. I had to take my time to go through this story and to tell you verbatim of what the girl in question narrated. How can a mother takes her daughter, a teenager for that matter, giving to different men according to what the daughter said? What do you think about this story? Because right now the mother is acting naive, like she doesn't know about what happened. The daughter has related it to a class teacher and the person's home that she is currently staying in. What do you think about this?
Okay, thank you. So, just like you said earlier, this is a very sad story and it is unfortunate that the girl's mother is the one that is doing this to her, and the mother is pretending that she is not aware and she doesn't know the daughter's whereabouts. So I think that because the school teacher's story collaborates the girl's story, so therefore the girl is we would believe what the girl said because the same thing is what the teacher is saying. The mother should be arraigned and should be questioned. The reason is that she is forcing the daughter into prostitution, and also is not she is lying from what she is saying. So it's an unfortunate situation. I will also advise that, of course, relevant authorities give attention to the girl for she should be taken through counseling because that is traumatic already, and she needs to be counseled for her to process the experience and for her to live her life without being held back by the experience she is currently going through.
And what about the men that were involved in this matter? Because I mean, if a lady is very good to go with a man, they should be able to tell by action. So it's obvious that this girl was actually acting based on the fact that the mother is the one taking her there. Maybe she doesn't want to be disowned, or she doesn't want to leave her home until this aboki own happened, that she couldn't stand it again. So what about the men in question? Should they also bring them for interrogation and also perhaps investigation?
So the girl, I don't think that we had her age. So the girl should be, she is in secondary school. We don't know her particular age. The man may not know. It doesn't also say anything about them. The man may not know that it was not. She didn't consent. The mother would have been paid by the man, and the mother brought the girl and said everything is good to go. And the man going to know the other part of the story that the girl is not consensual. The girl wasn't willing to go into that art until the booking man who went to bathe, take a shower, the girl ran away. So if we are talking about the men, we have to investigate and find that if they were aware that the girl did not want to do this, engage in this art, and they went ahead, which of course, even if they paid the mother, it would be considered rape. But if they didn't know, it's okay, and in the first instance, the girl complied and went ahead, even if she didn't originally want to, but she had to do that to please the mother until she got to where she couldn't take it again. We cannot, in my opinion, we cannot penalize or hold the men to say, oh, you shouldn't have done it, because, of course, if the girl is up to age 18 years old, it will be considered, it could be consensual from their own end. That is what that story said.
All right, so the girl in question, as we speak, is in her friend's house. If an adult is involved in these kind of issues, there's every tendency they can actually handle their parents. But in this question, she is so scared to even go home, and even the people that are keeping her are scared to release her to go home, to let you know how young the girl in question is. But this is one of the few. I mean, this is one of the many, and we just get to know about this one because of the situation it has come to the public. So what do you think, there are a lot of persons that are involved in this kind of situation, what do you think they should do to be able to get out of this? Because most times they are being threatened that if they speak, they are going to end their lives, and so on, so many other threats. So what is the solution in this kind of problems?
All right, thank you, Emmanuel. Even if the girl, based on what we just said now, even if the girl is staying with somebody currently, and however There are people that are 20 something years old, but because of the respect they have for their parents or their guardian, and because they still need training, they still need guidance, they still need somebody to take them through school. A lot of them, some people go as far as marrying somebody that was recommended to them by their parents, even if they are adults who could have made contrary decisions, because they know that if they don't, they will be cut off from certain privileges. For instance, even if the girl is 19 years old or 20 years old and she is in SS2, and the mother tells her that if you don't do this, or if you talk or you don't do this, we're not going to train you in school again. And she would be thinking, who is going to now train me? So there is what they call psychological manipulation, where somebody's mind, you are put in a space mentally, psychologically, where you are disempowered. You think that you are helpless, you don't have any other option than to do what people say. This even happens to adults who are being abused in relationship or marriage or otherwise, and people will brainwash them psychologically and tell them that you are helpless, you cannot do anything. They remain there. So we can relate this with this girl, even if she's an adult, her decisions could still be influenced by threats or by psychological manipulation, where she's disempowered and she thinks that she cannot do anything without the mother or the parents being there. So on the other hand, for people who are going through the same thing, the best avenue, the best action or solution is speak up. Even if somebody threatens you or the person tries to psychologically manipulate you, speak up. Speak up. I mentor teenagers and youth, and I tell them, have somebody else as a guardian, as a listening party, as an accountability partner that you talk to regarding things that concern your life, so that if anything is going on contrary or something is going wrong, you will have somebody that you can report that action to, and the person will take it up. The only voice you listen to, the only direction you follow, cannot be your parents' law. So you have to speak up and let people know what you are going through or what is happening to you or what people are doing to you, so that there are many people around that are willing to help them. They can't help because they don't know what they are not aware. So be informed, and then inform others to what you are going through or what is happening, so that help can come to you. You can be rescued from what you are going through. That is what I would recommend for anybody that is going through similar thing.
Thank you so much.